Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Well, I have to do this class like I used to tell us. I have to do it at this time because I'm going on location and I don't want to delay them. I don't want to use any means of trying to affect the location. I'm the lead role there for this particular edition, so I just have to make sure that I get there on time. So good morning, everybody. My name is Paul-Esupofo. I even thought I would do it 5:30 Nigeria time, but I felt it's also sometimes some people can wake up and they may not be able to sleep on time. But that's part of the how do I call it? Part of the sacrifices we need to pay this time. So we're still focusing on filming with the iPad and iPhone. Filming with iPad and iPhone. I hope you've gone to that website I gave you yesterday. I hope you're enjoying yourself in a lot of things. You need that and all that. Then I will make I remember what I will do also is to make available the ebook for us, free ebook for us, where some of us. But the unfortunate thing is that if you don't have iPhone, the ebook, if I have to make it available, it may be a very, very challenging thing for you, but no problem. You can also reason with some things. Okay, let's go to a kind of preparation towards shooting. A kind of preparation on iPad towards shooting. A kind of preparation towards shooting. A wise person once said, "Failing to plan is planning to fail." Many times we don't want to take responsibilities. We just want other people to take responsibility for us. Many times you don't want to take the charge. You want to take charge. We will just want other people to say, okay, let them do this thing for us. And many times it has caused us trouble because you want people to do something for you. And if this become unclear sometimes, some people say, in fact, the person who said this thing, till now, many people don't know who said that thing. I think I've told us before. Many people don't know who said that thing. Oh, Pastor Jude, thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I have to do this early because I'm going on location. I'll be on location and immediately I finish. I've already dressed up my bag. I'll just pick my bag and move to location because I don't want to delay the man. We're going to village. We're going to village, not within my jurisdiction. So we're going to village to do some short things. We started yesterday. Thank you for joining. So it's sometimes people don't even know who really said that thing. Some people attributed it to 5 different luminaries. But I want to tell you because I've had it. I've read it somewhere. So it said the first person that said it first is the first person that said it is a filmmaker. Is a filmmaker. That's just it. Because preparation takes many, many times. Preparation, just like if you ask a Pastor Jude what he has faced in preparing his leather, in repairing, in making a new one, it takes a lot of preparation. And that's the same thing in film production. If you take enough preparation, your film will always be good. Sometimes I've been preparing some script now, maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I've imagined it sometimes. I've even left it. There's even a film they're supposed to shoot. But the person has been. I've gone to be with the Lord. She has gone to be with the Lord, and the film from the perspective of the person, he wanted the copper to shoot it. He wanted the copper to shoot it. Wow, and that's really, really giving me very constraint because it's a copper. It's like a copper. He wanted the copper to shoot it, and before we could talk about other thing, she gave birth, and after she gave birth, she died, and. Of blessed memory. That's a wonderful sister, honestly, that we lost at that time. So preparation takes different sizes, different faces. It takes different forms. Sometimes some of us need to look at and watch ad. Some of us need to see ad and watch it because they're using smartphone. Now, look at SendMe. SendMe have been able to achieve a great deal. Not too much, but it's a great deal because they've been able to achieve it, something that we're using our phone to shoot, we're using our phone to edit, we're using our phone to edit a DSLR footage. And that's no wonder some of them, the phones, all of them, no one is working perfectly again. Why? We overuse them because we don't have the capacity, and we need to make a message. We need to make a food ready on the people's table. You need to look at those things. And now, you have to look at the things, because there are some things that are hard to find. There are some things that are hard to do. You have to just go out of your way, because having the right tool is not the only solution. Having the right tool does not mean the whole solution. Mastering the right tool, having the craft of the right tool, understanding the right tool before you go to the location. So I told so much. I told you yesterday about script writing and all that. You do this and all that. Then the next thing is your location scouting. You need to scout for location. You need to understand why this thing. You need to get the permission from everybody. In America, they call it release form. When the owner of the house or the person in charge of the house or agent have to sign. When they have to sign, they say, I give you the permission. And then I tell you, if you want to have a good success, you must prepare. So if you don't prepare, forget about it. That will not be good success. Sometimes we think that, we just approach it. Some of us have been considering it. Some of us have been working on it the last 1 week, in the last 2 weeks, and all that. Please, in case you have not shared this video, please go ahead and share this video. Tag a friend, and let's go. Okay. Now, it's not going to be a long time. It's going to be like 25 minutes or so. It's going to be like 25 minutes or so, because I don't want to delay them and they start calling me to report. So it's gonna be like 25 minutes or thereabout, and when I get to that place later tomorrow, I think I'll be able to do something. By the way, tomorrow is my birthday. So get ready. Today is my birthday. Okay, so you need to look at that thing, and we need to understand preparation. And I'm going to be talking about preparation in the next few, maybe 1 or 2 days. Preparation, because we need that preparation. In fact, I've said it over and over in my broadcast that the film production take 80% preparation for you to have a good success. But then when I go to, because this is a phone, you need to understand that the more time you spend getting familiar with what you're about to shoot, the better it becomes. In fact, when you're on location, you already because before you go to actual shooting, you have already seen it. You already get familiar with it. You already immerse yourself. And then after that preparation, which is the pre-production thing, we talk about production. Then I also talk about post-production and all that. Because when the post-production is learning the app you want to use, learning the apps you want to use, which particular app. In fact, we concluded to be talking about 2 apps. Remember, when I do this, I'm going to do for Android. So I will tag this one only for phone, iPhone and iPad. And that I think I would from yesterday I will tag it for iPhone and iPad only. Then when I get to Android, I'll be talking about Android again. Okay, so that each of this episode, each of this lesson, you can enjoy yourself without not having any issue. Now, a lot of things, many of us, we are always quick to go and shoot, always quick to go and do something. The same thing always needs to us. The same thing we always behave is the same thing will always happen. Now, how many of us have quickly shoot something and at the end of the day you don't like what you have shot? Maybe you have taken a picture and you don't like what you have taken, but you quickly want to do it, but you don't plan. When you have to press that thing, you don't think that, what if this thing is not good? Now, you need to understand a lot of things. Now, if I were you, I would go online right now. I will look for production directory apps. I will look for things available for iPhone and iPad. I will just go and do it. I will just go and search it. I will just go and enjoy it. I will just go and do some things. Please go ahead and share and let us know you are here. My name is Paul-Esupofo. If this is the first time you are joining, this is a special drama film school online. The one that balances the scripture with a picture and having a balance of professionalism plus anointing that brings a balance to us. So this is a Christian biblical class, but not biblical as in religious. I'm talking about balancing and using the scripture, putting the picture in the scripture in your art and everywhere you go, and advancing the kingdom of God with a balanced Christian film and drama production art. So if you're here and this is your first time, I want to say congratulations, you are in the right place. We have over 600 videos for you to watch free of charge. So please go ahead, Go to our YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of films for you. We have a lot of things. And if you go to my own profile page, I have a lot of fantastic messages on different titles by the grace of God. So welcome. As you come, you have to write. You write a note out. Let me see that you are writing. Type anything you want to remember again. Then you have to invite people. You make a comment and share, and you also participate. That's the whole essence of it. So let's go, because before you call that calling, before you call action, because even a small boy in our houses, we say action, action. You know, they know action. Action is that? What is action? You know, all they know is action. You can be 3 months away before you call that action. You can be 4 months away before you call that action. You can be 1 year away before you call that action. You can be 2 years away before you call action. Now, you are looking for a place to rent, maybe a place in an hospital, places, or a refuge place. You want to rent it, and you know, you want to rent it, and you want people to see it, and you know that, oh, these are the things that we need to look at and all that. So you need to look at, okay, what are the people in that environment? Like in Nigeria now, what's working in Nigeria is that you look for the group, like a larger group of Amsterdam. Maybe you need a crowd, you need some people, you keep on networking with other people, and you know, because sometimes you Google us in Nigeria, you only see few people. And thank God some of people like us are trying to put the documentaries, directories online, so that people can be easier for people to look for us. It can be looking for people to search and research and get the available thing and compare. Okay, I want to rent this from this, we can compare. Okay, now this is a phone I want to buy. Okay, let me go to Jumia, is Nigeria one, Amazon. Apart from Jumia, we have a lot of ones. There's so many of them, but Jumia come to my mind right now. We have we also have eBay for people in UK and some other countries. We have Amazon for people in America and some other places. Maybe you have some of them, you can mention them, because I know so many online shops in terms of short-term rental or something like that. It's iDrop. Is it iDrop or something like that? iDrop. If you want to rent somebody's house, you can see a house, you want to rent it for 2-3 days, and you want to go and shoot there, right there, you know, you can make your money, and then, you know, and if you have the house and you have a spare house, you can do that. And then you can this make it easier, because if your directories are not online, then nobody will be able to get to you. They won't be able to get access to you. Some people even have apps for that, and then you'll be able to do some things, and then you save your time, you save a lot of things. Then when you are doing that, you are doing your preparation, you are looking for something that in line with what you look for, because by the time you are doing that, you must patiently wait to get all those things done. Because there is nothing is done in a rush. If you do it in a rush, you get the result in a rush. And when you get it, I've said 3 things you cannot get perfectly together. But by the grace of God, let me limit you. By the grace of God, you can get the 3 things. If you get it cheap, you may not get it fast. If you get it cheap and fast, you can only get it 2. Cheap, fast, and good. Cheap, fast, and good. If you get it fast, it may not be good. If you get it good and it's fast, it may not be cheap. Do you get it now? So the 3 you cannot get together, but it's possible to get the 3 together and all that. So you need to look at that. You have to look at something that would be helpful to you. A lot of resources are there online that you need to look at critically for yourself and say, okay, what are the things I need to do? You need to keep in mind, why are the people, the like-minded? I'm looking for like-minded to work with. So you need to look at it and all that. All these things before you start putting your phone, even if you have all the gadgets, you have all the things, you have to look at it. And the price tag of people, maybe a crew member that want to help you to do this, maybe you don't even know how to do it. You have to look at it and say, okay, what are the things I want to do? Because most of the filmmakers over the world, they have gone digital. None of them is still looking at something. But everybody must be available. You must look for yourself and all that. Then most time now, many of us have a free. We have a free. You can. What I mean by free, that you have bought your iPhone, you have bought your iPad, so you don't really need many people for that again. So you need to look at what you're useful, because sometimes you have to look for those things. Like in America, there is a website, and LA 411. You need to look at the free publishing, look at these stages, look at the portable, look at the set design, look at the people are constructing, and say just on phone. Sorry, somebody said just on phone. Sorry. you must be able to get a lot. But all these things, you don't need to stress yourself. There are apps for it, and when you download the app, you begin to look at things. You look at it to the level of, okay, who are the companies, who are the production company, who are the AD agencies I need to look at, who are the post-production thing I want to use, who are the one who are specializing on using iPhone to do wonders. Oh, whether the cameras and sound, whether the location service and equipment I need to get, where the production support I need to get, whether the sound and camera equipment I need to get, is it high definition, is it this, is it 3D or 3D cinema, where am I going to get this thing? All these things you have that, okay, my phone is going to cinema at the end of the Brother Paul. Yes, if you believe in that, you get it. And grip and lighting equipment, you need to look at it. You look at wardrobe and props, you look at the crew, or you look at the city guide, where are they, and national listing. These are the things that Nigerians are doing. These are some of the Nollywood have been doing, and people are looking at them. There was a time I was privileged on the Wikipedia, and I was checking some things, and I had to put some of the names of our people there, and that was the year I have in my mind that I said, God help me, so that I can also do a Wikipedia. And that's one of the things, the whole lessons of doing all this online broadcasts. I also want to transcribe them and put them on Wikipedia, so that people can read about it, people can look at it, and the people can also bookmark their favorite and import anything into what they have. Also, like, I love this, oh, let me leave this. You may not even live in Nigeria, but you can see a lot of work we are doing in Nigeria. So there are a lot of things from iPhone application you can do, you can use. There are a lot of things, and the apps has its own flavor, because you can have a free version, you can have a paid version. It all depends on the thing with what. Let me quickly say, let's concentrate more on the free version, because when you get the free version, you can get on, and you can get a lot of things and all that. So you must get the search, you must get everything, you must understand it, you must look at the things that you need to do to get it done. Okay, so those are the things you need to get it done. And once you get it done, find a listing, get the categories of what the people you need, the listing of where am I now, I'm in Nigeria, which country, which near contact do I have, and all that. Look at the categories. Is it gaffers you need, the full stylist, the hairstylist, the grip, the greensman? You look at it. The offices, look at the offices. Okay, is there office in United Kingdom, in United States, in Nigeria, or in Africa, in Nigeria? Look at it. Okay, who are the people that are doing this? Who are the casting agency and all that? Because I have a work now that, in fact, I was looking at myself. I said, wow, this is a great work that needed to be done, and all that. So these are very, very fundamental. These are very, very strong, and you need to understand it very well. So number two, after you are getting your directory, you are getting your production directory, you are contacting all those people already. Now you are getting things better. Now in Nigeria, the way we do it, even Christian drama, is after you finish your script, some people have gone through it. The next thing is that you begin to look for the location in times. But most times, what people do is that they get the date so that they can go to location scouting and secure whatever they want to do. Because without that date, you can't go, and even when you are scouting for a location, they say, when are you shooting? You say you are coming. That means your work will be twice. But even if you do the location scouting first, you now go for the production schedule. Okay, when you be in their houses and all that. So you have to look for this thing, you have to location scouting, you have to look at it, and you look at what are you doing. Sometimes you'll be looking at something, sometimes you look at your neighborhood, sometimes you look at your park, sometimes you look at your garden, sometimes you look at a lot of things that people are something to be better. You know, sometimes these are the things that we brought out a lot of things. You have to do a naming ceremony in the film. You have to look for beauty environment. Can we set up the naming ceremony? I want to do a birthday in the film. Okay, which one? I want to do a party rather. You want to do a party in the environment. You look at it, and then you begin to look at it to yourself. Who make this thing? Sometimes that's why you have a location manager who can be in charge of the location scout, you know, and people with so much thing. And when you are working on the film, I tell you, you must gather a lot of location, take a picture of it, keep it. If you're a location manager, that's what's supposed to be. You have a directory of locations, different angles of directory of locations. You need to look at it, you need to sit down with it, you need to understand it, you need to underline it, you need to be immersed into it, you need to have something. If you have to pay, you pay. If you have to get a release, if you have to get permission granted, and you get it, you get the process done, make sure you do it. And then for me, as an anointed professional director, that's why I call myself. I'm a professional director. I always have opportunity to meet people. Maybe some people have seen me in the movie, some people have watched me in the movie, and I've always had a position to work with people who are talented, who are creative, and sometimes I go visit and I saw that, oh, you have this house, at least can we shoot in your house? You know, I take a permission like that, and people look at it and say, okay, your life is just especially when you have low budget or no budget. You know, when you have no budget or no budget project, you need to understand, because there is no luxury of things. You need to just do things accordingly, and you have to get something. And then one of the things I always say, all these things will also help you later, because by the time you're shooting, if you get all this permission, you get there with peace of mind. So by the time you grab your iPhone, iPad, iPod Touch, you know what you want to do, and you know that location should not be far away from themselves. Location should not be far away from themselves, from each other. Or you must make sure that they are very, very close. Not that you are living in Ibadan and your one location, just one scene is in Ibadan. The another one scene is in Lagos, another one scene is in Akure, another one scene is in Abuja. Or somebody say travel from Los Angeles, he now move on to Florida. You know, from Florida he move on to Texas. You know, from Texas he went to Wisconsin. You know, and these are two far different places that are not in the same place. You know, or you went to Miami, Florida. Okay, that's Miami, Florida. You know, you look at it and all that. So you look at the location, the best location you can also get. In fact, for you in Nigeria, if you're a good developer, please, you can see me. We want to develop a location scouting app where people that are really want to use their place, they want people to rent it, where you can have location. I'm having it now, location scouting apps that you can do. By the time you get your something, you even go and you get a lot of things. Even for like in overseas now, they have quite a number of things like that. They have a map, a Pana Scout, a Pana Scout, PANASCOUT, a Pana Scout. That every iPhone, every iPad that come to it, they will just see this thing. This tool is available for them. You know, that's a great news for them. It's available for them. You take a picture of it and finally make a grand plan to shoot there. You know, those are the things, you look at it right on your phone without not going to those places, because they've made it available. Oh, these are the things that we need to do in Africa. These are the things that we need to do in Nigeria. So that if you want to, okay, Ibadan, I want to shoot in a place, and they tell you the prices, you see the prices. You can even pay online. If you, before you go in there and you are paid and you have given your even receipt, everything printed out, and then you get there and you are like that. And even from your phone, you can get the GPS to really locate the place without not leaving your place. And you can even take the picture right in your room and take the picture of the place, and even plan your shot. And you know, some app which include apps on iPhoto app. You can use it to present your photo original and shooting location interactive map. Okay, you just look at it. Google, there is this Google Art, Google Map. You know, you see all those things. The iPhone is also trying. Really, I won't deceive you. So you use the standard camera as a great start. But if you're serious about scouting, you also have the look of a Panavisions apparatus for iPhone. Panavisions Pana Scouts for iPhone. You get it now, so you can take your picture and get where you need to go and plan your shot before the time. If you have used Google Map before, you understand what I'm talking about. If you have used Google Earth before, you also understand what I'm talking about. You'll be able to look for location, where the gun shot, where the nightclub possibilities. You select it. You look at the rooftop, the train station, aircraft. Those are the things that will help you, so that because if you are shooting and there is an aircraft all the time on the route of the way you are shooting, you know the sound. You have to be pausing your something, just like what happened to us yesterday. It was so fun. They were praying. There was a church saying, it was a church office, but it's a church saying, and they were praying. Forget about it. They were shouting. In fact, we had to pause. Sometimes thank God that place was not too long. The script. Imagine if the lines are there are too much, or many people are there. It would have been a lot of problem. But thank God, because it was a very good thing. And then I would say this, that you can be in your house and to get a lot of things and get it done, and before you can make a call and say, please, can I come and see this and all that. Look at the sunlight, look at the moon, the kind of how does it look like in the night, where I'm going to get the thing. Is this safe for my people when they're there, or there can be robbery attack? The people rape people on time? You know, is there a place that when there are a lot of report on rape or there are things? So iPhone, you can do your navigation, you can go for your navigation app. that you before you go around yourself, you save your time of traveling, wasting transport money on. So you just on your phone, you get a good data, and you are moving right in your house, and you are making your calls, you are writing it down. Sometimes you can have audio file, you just put it down, and you are making your calls and all that. Those are the things that part of the things that I'm saying this morning. So okay, so sorry. Let me give you one more before I leave. I'll continue from that tomorrow. We have a map, a pick location scout. That's also an application for iPhone. You know, this is a map MAP dash A dash pick, like picture, pick location scout. This is also very good. It's a very good thing that just like the Panas Scout. You know, Panas Scout put emphasis on capturing information-rich images. Mapping is providing extensive organization tool, tucked neatly masked behind and intimidating users interface. So that really bring a lot of transformation to you and all that. I tell you, these are the things that so many apps will know that you have to look at it. Okay, what time of is it raining in that country? Oh, I'm going to Nigeria to shoot. What's the season there? Is it a rainy season or a dry season? You have to look at it and all that. And as you mentioned, you get to those things that you begin to write your notes, and you do something. Thank you very much this morning. I'll continue from there to I will talk about tech scouting tomorrow, by the grace of God. So sorry, because I have to go on location and I don't want to take them for granted. I've told you about 25 minutes I will use, and this is 25 minutes. Thank you very much. Please, if you're shooting iPhone, you're shooting on iPhone, or you're shooting on something, please sit right and make sure you get your plan very well. I want to appreciate Pastor Jude Beku, thank you so much. I'm still expecting my sound. I'm still expecting my drums. I need those drums in different performance, in different formats. I'm still expecting it. Thank you so much for your staying there. Wow, always on spot. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. This will be shared when it's 9:30 again, so that people who are used to come by 9:30 we also see it at that time. Thank you very much, very much. I really appreciate you. Till tomorrow, don't forget, Monday through Friday is 9:30 a.m. Nigeria time, except on location or after. And I'll be showing some tip of the location today and tomorrow. If I'm still there, I'm going to be showing some tips from morning till night. I set my data, but I'm going to be showing some clips of what we are doing on the set today and tomorrow by the grace of God. Like I said, I'll take a permission. If it's granted, then you see me. If it's not granted, sorry about that. And it's going to be on this page. It's going to be on this page so that you can have it on this page. It's not going to be on my profile page. It's going to be on this page. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Do have a wonderful day. Bye.